So the thing I want you to take away from that is the aesthetic. There's something very important, and aesthetics means the look. The look that I'm using right now, the technique that I'm using right now is the vlogging technique. I'm making direct eye contact with the lens. It's a little weird. That's gonna be the thing that you're gonna have to get used to. If I were looking at myself, it would look like this. And then you could see that I'm looking off camera because I'm using a cell phone on its side. But if you're using your computer, you might be looking like this because you'd be looking at yourself. Remember to look at the little lens because that's what's important. You have to be speaking directly to the audience, no matter how weird that feels. And the reason why I make you do this is so you can see how difficult it is to be a vlogger. But Tyler Oakley also introduced something else, patience. The ability to make sure that you understand you're in control of the media. He takes his time. He doesn't even talk for 20 full seconds. He places music behind it, gives it a little bit of a flow, uses a ton of jump cuts. And the idea there is that he is in control. Tyler Oakley makes that video. No corporation makes that for him. He does it. He's in control. Geriatric 1927 is great. I love watching his videos. May he rest in peace. Because he used the media completely the way he would. He thought it was like a radio broadcast. He's an older man, so he had this music intro. He speaks off camera. He speaks to who knows what, but he's basically treating it as if he's speaking on a radio show and he's talking about it. Now, Lonely Girl 15 is an amazing example, and the reason I give it is because it's in the aesthetic style of vlogging, like the style I'm using now, except it's fake. Lonely Girl 15 is a web series, not a vlog. It looks exactly like a vlog, but it was really a fiction. It was designed to make that girl look like she was, over the course of the plot, you're supposed to understand that she may or may not be held by some sort of cult or something or other, but for years it went by before people started picking it apart. Today, people can find these little inconsistencies really quickly. At the time, YouTube was new, and it took a little bit of time to find out that she was an actress. But the point stays the same. The aesthetic value is what I want you to pay attention to. That these types of videos are the authentic version of these people, but it's fake. And it's one of my favorite words, verisimilitude, the appearance of real. And here's how that happens. The first 6 episodes, all right, let me tell you this. So Tyler Oakley went away to college, to University of Michigan, and he wanted to make videos for his friends, so he started making them. Well, his personality was good for the camera. It actually worked really well. He was charismatic, he told the story, he was the right type of emotion would come out of him. And on his 5th and 6th episodes, or videos, he noticed that he was getting more views than his friends. He realized that people were looking for him. YouTube was also privileging some vloggers, and he ended up in one of the searches, and there he was. And so by episode 7, he didn't make a video just for his friends, he made it more for a larger group of people. And at that point, Tyler Oakley became Tyler Oakley. The Tyler Oakley we know today is the Tyler Oakley that exists from that episode, Raindrops On. The Tyler Oakley previous that no longer exists. That Tyler Oakley, one thing about vlogging is that they live the life of the vlogger outside and inside the camera. And that's something that the reason we started this lesson with online identity is important. Because who you are in a digital space isn't much different than who you are in a physical space anymore. But when you're a vlogger, you literally intertwine those two identities and make them one personality of delivery. You speak rhetorically, you speak in this manner that makes people listen to you. You use different parts of speech, which is the other article you're gonna read about how linguistics work in YouTube. You'll read about the schwa. Now I want you to read this article, and there's another article about the room, the American room, what the space is, and you notice it's back here too. This is the American room, and you'll notice the color is very American room. A design that's part of how vloggers set things up. Now this room isn't really established or set as a set, but vloggers really go through a lot of work to design their space. There's so much more about that in an MD310. I don't care where you record your video. I don't care about the background. What I'm more interested in is how you deliver, how you talk, how you speak, how you express yourself. You could use a cell phone, you could use your computer, you could use anything you want. Just do your best to try to make direct eye contact. But do use YouTube. Make sure you're using that platform. Mark it as unlisted and send me the link. So it's not public. Unlisted you can't find, you have to send links directly. It won't show up on your page unless you make it into a playlist like this or you send it to somebody. It's invisible. But use that and then send the link here because I need you to show me that you've understood this platform. The point is that we're going to get to in the next module is that these YouTubers have become superstars. I'm talking megastars. In a 2014 article for the next module about YouTubers, oftentimes digital stars are more recognizable than traditional media stars to younger people. And that can be problematic because the things Tyler Oakley says are really about general interest. But at a certain point, he did become political. Again, I'll explain that next time. But there are other figures that are much more political, much more rhetorical, and it could lead to something that we're not really expecting. And YouTube kind of made its own plans for that. They didn't really expect that outcome. At the beginning, you have to remember, YouTube is just a changing industry, another way of distributing visual media. Today, if YouTube were alone as a channel, it would rank within the top 10 channels viewed on traditional media. It's that big. How did we get there? Well, it all started by the community. When Google bought YouTube, it could have just made its own YouTube. It's Google. It had enough power. It wasn't buying YouTube's technology. It was buying the community. That's really what it was interested in. And today, Google still owns that community, which means the commodified landscape of the platform is going to become more and more and more as we go into the future. So, I'm looking forward to your videos. Please post them whenever you can. You have about a week to do so. In the meantime, you will see the second lecture pop up, which is the journalism shift, which I think is equally as important. But for now, what you have to do is read a couple of articles and make a vlog. And of course, take the quiz that comes with this lecture. So, hope you enjoyed, and see you soon.